Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week in the Inner Rhythm Reset. Again, it is India for me. It started off the day with some thunder and rain, but I like the rain. And if you're starting from the East Coast, the USA, you're ending your Saturday night with some nice nervous system resets and cool downs. What we're gonna do today is gonna be the usual. We're gonna do Makarasana to do some belly breathing and then transition to Shavasana for some Yoga Nidra. And then at the end, we're gonna get to the sitting position for a nice meditation. If you work out, if you had a long week, whatever it is, this will benefit you as it would get your nervous system to truly relax and let the sympathetic nervous system to just shut off a bit, because sometimes consciously and unconsciously it just activates and makes our body go wild and we feel some type of way, not realizing what the hell is happening. But it's just outside factors, cues, and even sometimes mental factors is causing the sympathetic nervous system to activate and to just go rampage like it's on fight and flight mode, but there's no danger. So these practices is gonna tell the sympathetic nervous system to relax, to chill, to tell it that it's okay, and to activate the parasympathetic nervous system at will. You're controlling this, and it can finally give the body the rest, the relaxation it needs to heal and to release any kind of stress or tension. So this is the purpose of the practice every week. It's great for fighters, and it's great for people who had a long week, a long day, stress. This would definitely just loosen everything up and just release these things, and it's super beneficial. Even if you didn't even get sleep, this is considered yoga sleep. That's what Yoga Nidra is, and meditation. And yeah, you can do Yoga Nidra for like an hour, like a good Yoga Nidra for an hour, and it's almost like as if you got like 2-3 hours of pure sleep, compared to, yeah, it's a good thing. So if you've been following the last 2 weeks of my Inner Rhythm resets, I did talk about sankalpas and sankharas. Sankalpas being you're setting your intentions for the practice, and then sankharas is your reactions. Your reactions of every day. It can be a reaction to something you like. It can be a reaction to something that you don't like. It can be a simple reaction of like, hey, this breeze from the wind feels good right now. Or it can be like, a reaction can be like, wow, it's hot outside. There's different levels to the sankhara. Some cut deeper, some cut very shallow. A shallow one would be, hey, I like the breeze touching my skin, it feels good. That's a shallow one. But a deep one can be something like somebody really pissed you off and you had a really bad reaction to it. You started cursing them out, you started yelling at them. That can be a little bit deeper. I can go with other examples, but that's just a simple one. I hope the last 2 weeks you did get the chance to become aware of these reactions, outside, external, and internal. And just becoming aware and observing these things is literally the first step to changing anything. So continue to do this today during this practice. Just become aware of any sensations, any thoughts that come up. Don't try to change anything. Don't try to have an opinion. Don't try to have any judgments. Just observe. It's just like if You have any itchiness, don't try to scratch it. Just observe it. See how long it lasts. You know? Okay. Without further ado, let's begin. So everybody lay on their bellies. And if for some reason you cannot lay on your belly, for example, if you're pregnant or you have any other issues, you can lay on your left side during this practice. And for the remainder of you who can, get on your belly and then make sure you put both hands grabbing both biceps, elbows on the mat, floor, bed, wherever you are, and put your forehead on your forearms. Lift your chest. Your chest should not be to the ground. Lift it up and then adjust your elbows. You can walk your elbows a little bit forward so all the pressure is not on your shoulders and elbows, because after a while you will start getting tingling and maybe it might be uncomfortable, hurt, or your arms go numb. So you don't want that. So you want to be comfortable. But the main thing is your chest is lifted off the ground. Only the belly should be on the floor. This way it forces your body to belly breathe. You have no other excuse to chest breathe. It's forced to belly breathe. So do this now. Once you're in Makarasana, the focus is strictly breathing to the nostrils. This is the only thing I will be teaching, is breathing in and out of the nostrils. If one nostril is not flowing, as if one nostril is blocked, that's okay. Just let it be. Just breathe to the other nostril. And if both nostrils are blocked, I would suggest doing some push-ups. Some push-ups and squats would definitely open them up for the time being, and then come back. So beginning, deeply inhale and exhale. You want to remember all the 8 qualities of breathing. The first one is breathing through your nose, and the second one is the purpose of this practice is breathing through your abdomen, your belly. Every time you inhale, you want to feel the rise of your lower back. And every time you exhale, you want to feel the fall of your lower back. You want to breathe smoothly in and out. You want to breathe continuously. This means there's no pauses. No pauses. Just feel the rhythm. No pauses, smooth and rhythmic. You want to breathe deeply as possible, as deeply as your lungs allow. You want to breathe evenly. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to match your inhales and exhales. If counting helps you, then count. But counting is unnecessary. Try to breathe evenly as possible, but it's okay if it's not perfect. Now try to breathe slowly as possible. Combining all these elements, breathing slowly. And finally, try to breathe as silently as possible. Silently. So silent that you cannot even hear yourself breathe. Again, you want to breathe only through your nose. You want to breathe only through your belly. You want to breathe smoothly. You want to breathe evenly. You want to breathe continuously. No pauses. You want to breathe deeply. Slowly. And silently. So silent that you cannot even hear yourself breathe. Maintaining awareness on the rise and fall of your lower back. Breathing smoothly, continuously, slowly, and silently. Becoming aware of the rise and fall of your lower back. Chest should be lifted from the ground. Only the belly should be on the floor. Feeling the rise and fall of your lower back. Now sliding your hands forward, rest your right cheek to the mat. to the ground. Spreading your arms forward, allowing your chest to rest on the ground, resting your right cheek on the mat, eyes closed, breathing in and out your nose, feeling the rise and fall of your lower back. Feel the air filling up your belly. Now bringing your arms to the side of you, palms up in the air, moving to your left cheek, turning your head and resting on your left cheek. Continuing to breathe, following the 8 qualities. Only breathing through your nose and belly, feeling the rise and fall of your lower back. Now sliding your left arm forward above your head and gently rolling onto your left side. Rolling on to your left side. Head resting on your left arm. Stay in this position for a few minutes. Breathe in and out your nose, filling up your belly with air smoothly, continuously, and silently. Now gently roll to your back into Shavasana, the dead man's pose. In Shavasana, you want to make sure that your head and spine is aligned. Arms are spread out to your sides, palm facing up, and your legs spread out to the side. Almost like you're a starfish, Patrick Star from SpongeBob, a starfish. And Shavasana, to continue or to begin the practice of Yoga Nidra, you want to make sure that your eyes are closed the entire practice if it hasn't been already. Make sure that you get into a comfortable position. Get your pillow, get your blanket, whatever you need to maintain comfort throughout this practice and to allow you not to move throughout this practice. For Yoga Nidra to take its full effect, the practitioner should not move a muscle. Only become aware of the body and the surroundings, but no moving of the muscle. This allows the body to go into deep, deep sleep while the mind is still up and active. The main sense object that you will be using is the sense of listening and hearing. That being said, tell yourself that you will not fall asleep during this Yoga Nidra practice, that you will follow my voice as best as you can. You will not sleep during this practice. Tell yourself, I will not sleep during this practice. I will practice Yoga Nidra. Beginning Yoga Nidra, we'll begin by bringing our awareness outside of the room that we currently are in. Start listening to as many sounds as you can. Don't try to name anything. Don't try to stick to a certain sound for so long. Just observe one and move on to the next. See how much sounds you can discover, find. It can be outside the room, it can be outside the building or house that you're in. Just any sound outside of your room. See how many sounds you can observe and discover. Now bring in your awareness inside the room. See how many sounds, different sounds, you can discover. Remember, don't try to attach to these sounds, don't try to name them. Just observe and move on to the next one. Sounds can be anything. It can be the sound of the fan running, the AC, maybe the sound of my voice, the sound of things that are coming out of my computer. Maybe anything. Just be aware of all the sounds inside the room. Now, visualize the room that you're in. Visualize the four walls, the door, the furniture, maybe even the artwork. Visualize these things in every single detail as best as you can. There's no right or wrong. As best as you can. Try to visualize all these details as if you were standing in the room looking at yourself laying on the floor. As if you were standing in the room with eyes open. Your eyes are closed, but as if your eyes were open. Visualize the room that you're in. By this point, your body should be extremely relaxed. Your parasympathetic nervous system has been activated. It is the perfect time to speak your sankalpa, your resolve. This resolve will work like the law of attraction. Now that you have access to your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind is now relaxed, these words of affirmation can now penetrate deeply into your soul. So I want you to pick one resolve, and this is resolve you will stick with throughout the practice. You will name this resolve, speak it mentally 3 times. Try to feel it, try to visualize it, internalize this resolve. This resolve can be anything. It can be any financial goal that you want. It can be any physical goal that you want. It can even be a spiritual goal that you desire. Anything that you like. A simple one for spiritual desire is, I want to become spiritually awakened. That is one. Financially is, I want to make 6 figures this year. Physically is, I want to be able to run a marathon. Anything you desire, speak it 3 times and stick with this resolve the remainder of this practice. Speak it now. Now we'll begin Yoga Nidra. I want you to focus on all the meeting points with your body to the ground. Depending on your position, it will be both of your heels, both of your buttocks, your shoulder blades, elbows, wrists or palms of the hands, the back of the hand, and the back of the head. Take time to observe these things. Go to each individual meeting point, body to floor. Observe this phenomenon. Observe this connection to earth. Observe the sensation that it gives you. Simply observe, observing from head to your feet, observing all the meeting points from body to floor, body to earth. Now we're going to bring our awareness to sensations. I want you to create the feeling of heaviness. You are feeling so heavy right now, as if your body is sinking into the floor, sinking into the bed, and sinking into the earth. You're almost like you're melting and sinking inside. You feel so heavy. Imagine this. Feel this. Create this sensation. You're feeling heaviness. Now imagine the feeling of lightness. Suddenly your body is so light like a feather. A feather so light it floats on water. Imagine yourself so light that your body is rising from the ground. It's no longer sinking. It is rising, floating off the ground. You are so light. Imagine this feeling of lightness. Create this feeling of lightness. What does lightness feel to you? Now imagine the feeling of love. Imagine something that brings you love. Create this feeling of love inside you. Internalize this feeling of love. What does this feel like to you? What sensations arise from this feeling of love? Visualize this. Internalize this. Feel this. Now bringing your awareness to your belly area. We're going to focus our attention on breathing, maintaining your breathing only in and out your nostrils. Every exhale should empty the belly. Every exhale should release all the stresses of your world. It should release all the negativity, all the things that don't serve you. Every exhale calms the body, and every exhale releases everything that it no longer serves you. With every exhale, you will feel the fall of the belly. With every inhale, you are inviting all the positivity, all the opportunities into your life. With every inhale, you will feel the rise of your belly. Bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your belly. No need to control your breath. Just observe the natural flow, the natural rhythm as it is now. Now, now, you begin to count your breaths from 7 to 1. It will look something like this. Inhale 7, exhale 7, inhale 6, exhale 6, inhale 5, exhale 5, and you will continue all the way to 1. If you miss a number, you will start again from 7. Do this now. Repeat these numbers mentally. Now we will move our awareness to visualization. Visualize a waterfall. What does a version of your waterfall look like? Visualize yourself sitting at the banks of the waterfall. Visualize the sounds of the water crashing. Visualize the sounds of the nature around you. What does that look like? Visualize everything in every detail. Even visualize the sensations you will get from it. Maybe the sensations of touching the cold water. Maybe the sensation of excitement, happiness. Visualize all this. Visualize the waterfall. Now bringing your awareness back into this room. Gently begin to move your fingers, your toes, bringing life back into this body. And when you're ready, lift your arms above your head and take a nice deep stretch. Stretching your spine, arms, and legs. Pulling the opposite direction. After this stretch, roll onto your left side and stay here for a moment. When you're ready, using your right hand, pushing against the ground, lift yourself up and sit in a meditative position, seated position, keeping your back straight, head facing forward, head up and confident, giving yourself a nice smile. For the remaining time we have in this meditation, we will continue to focus on our breath, Anapana, observing the natural flow of our breath going in and out our nostrils. Our only focus and awareness is in our nostrils, our navel cavity. Anywhere else in the body doesn't matter. If there's a scratch, any sensations in the leg, any part of the body other than the nose, simply bring your attention back to your nose and only focus there, because everything is anicca. Everything rises and passes away. Nothing is ever permanent. What will rise will soon pass. Only focus on the breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. See how long you can focus on this single point in your nose. Focus on a point where you feel a sensation, where you feel the flow of air. Focus on that point on your nostrils and see how long you can focus on that point. Any thoughts that pop up, it's okay. Just bring your awareness back to the focus point. Now, when you're ready, open your eyes and look at the room around you. Be thankful for this day and be thankful that you are breathing at this moment. Thank you for joining this class. I appreciate it for showing up. Before closing this, I will leave you with some words of wisdom. Throughout the week, continue to observe all sensations, internally and externally. By sensations, I mean anything that makes you feel something. It can be the breeze on your skin, it can be an itchiness, it can be even your heart or breath going out of balance because of a thought that made you feel uncomfortable or angry or anything. Anything that you feel on the body is a sensation. Learn and become aware of these things. Every thought creates a physical equivalent. Every external factors and cues creates a sensation in the body. This is just how our brain and nervous system reacts. The more we are aware of this, the more we have control of how we react to the outside factors. We want to be calm in the storm, not try to calm the storm. The storm will be there, it will always be there, and it will always pass. But us, we have to learn how to calm the internal storm. Therefore, if we're calm and observant, no outside factor can disturb you, can disturb your rhythm, can penetrate your vibration. Nothing, because you are the master of yourself. Remember, no outside forces can disturb your internal rhythm, your internal vibration, only if you allow it to. With that being said, remember, these calls are mainly in silence. I can put music in the background, but your true rhythm, your true vibration, your true strength is found in silence. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week and hope you enjoyed this session. Before leaving, please feel free to check out our free breathwork guide. I'll write the link in the comments, or you can go to thehealingitinerant.com/breathwork tag guide, and we'll go to the landing page.